Welcome back to another segment of Movie Reviews 30. I'm Brock.
And Dean.
And we look through various movies that just came out of the theater. And today's movie is Pixar's latest feature, Onward.
Yup.
So, basic premise is there are two brothers who are basically elves, find a magic staff and a spell that will bring back their father, but they only have half of him, so now they have 24 hours to bring him back.
Which is actually his feet. Legs, actually.
So basically they have 24 hours to bring the rest of him together before it's too late. So, where do I start with this? As most of some of Pixar's works, as much as I hate overpraising some companies, this is actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, indeed. This movie was also, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the humor was pretty clever. The music was pretty kick-ass. I'd like to get the soundtrack of it. And while it is in a high fantasy setting based in modern day, not like Bright, mind you, it still holds on to the fantasy root, which is what I liked about it.
Yeah, and there's a lot to like about this movie, even though it's somewhat been done before. But a fantasy world set in modern day like this.
Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby of an idea.
So, where do we begin?
Well, since the last one started with giving away the whole story, and there will be a spoiler warning ahead, so spoiler alert. So, let's begin.
So yeah, the movie starts off in straight up fantasy story where magic.
Where basically in the world, magic was used to help the common folk. However, it was too difficult to master, so they reverted to science. Eventually, over time, magic faded into obscurity, and we go straight to the equivalent of modern day. We got the two brothers, Ian Barley Lightfoot.
Lightfoot almost sounds like Littlefoot.
Yeah. It's basically Ian. And it's Ian's birthday, 16th birthday, no less. They get a gift, which is a magical wizard staff, as mentioned before, and a gem called a phoenix gem.
One thing, before he got the magic staff, he was at high school, he was trying to he wanted some attention from the other students, but it's not going so well, and his big brother pretty much embarrassed him in front of the other students.
Unintentionally, mind you. So they get the staff and the gem. Barley tries to use it, but it doesn't work out for him. And as it turns out, Ian is the one who's actually wizard worthy. So he reads the enchantment out loud, which causes half of his father to come back to life. And now they have to find another phoenix gem to see the rest of them. And so they go on this road trip at a place called Raven's Point
to find this this lion scorpion lady.
Chimera.
No, not chimera. More like Mortic.
It's a chimera. No, Manticore.
Yeah, Manticore. That's why I was thinking Manticore, not chimera, because chimera has 3 heads.
Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, when they meet with that Manticore lady, we're trying to find this. I was like, "No, you can't take this."
Yeah, and then eventually she kind of reverts back to her heroic warrior ways
and starts wrecking the whole place unintentionally.
Yeah, which allows Ian to develop his skills after saving half of his father from debris falling on him.
But the bad news, the map
that was meant to lead them to Raven's Point has been burned in the fire. they use a kids menu version of it, which has the location as to where they're going, and since they have a modern day equivalent to the map, they go right to it.
Yeah, and then they make a little stop to try to get some gas, where Ian's trying to make the gas bigger with the staff. Oh, by the way, our two main characters are voiced by Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
There's that.
And
as they're trying to use the spell, Dean?
Ian accidentally made his big brother small.
Like this big.
And almost sounds like a chipmunk.
If the chipmunks are actually funny, that is. So eventually they go to a what's it called? It's a quickie mart type thing with Apu. Yeah, I went there.
Where they try and get what's almost like a gas station.
Yeah, like what we call a quickie mart.
Yeah. And when they get there, a couple of bikers are. I thought the bikers would be invisible, but
they're actually just pixies inside the bike. Eventually, Barley unintentionally pisses them off, and a giant chase scene ensues, which actually helps Ian develop his driving skills.
Which is actually my favorite part of the movie. That whole driving sequence was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And hilarious at the same time.
Yep. So eventually they lose the pixies, and the pixies learn how to fly halfway. They get pulled over by the cops, so they just
they disguise themselves as their stepfather, which
not stepfather, their mother's boyfriend.
Oh, which we haven't mentioned earlier. Whoops.
Yeah, who is a centaur. And halfway through, Barley realizes Ian thinks he's a screw up. So through a bit of an argument, and there's some loud music playing in the background, and half of his father is actually dancing to it, and they eventually have a moment where they bond together, and they go back on their quest.
Yup.
So eventually, their mother, Ian Barley's mother, find a tavern that's on fire while she's trying to find her kids.
Along with the manticore.
Yeah, they find a manticore.
She finds the manticore.
Yeah, and eventually she tells them about this curse that there will be a rock dragon if they find a phoenix gem. So as they join in the pursuit, their boyfriend, the mother's boyfriend, catches them halfway to the drawbridge and the bottomless pit are at.
Once they get to the bridge, they try to pull it down, but it's on the other side.
Yes, this is where they are, and this is basically where the drawbridge is.
Yeah, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't really know how to use magic, and I'd be afraid of heights.
I'd be screaming all the way. So, but thankfully for Ian, there is a spell that makes a bridge for him if he believes in it. So he goes halfway through, almost freaking out when the rope that was used for him is loose, and he activates the drawbridge, and they pass through. Only for the.
Yeah, but it was definitely a close call when he actually made it through.
Yeah.
Because again, if I was doing that, that's what we just said.
Yeah. And eventually, the mother's boyfriend tries to bring them home, but only for Ian to hit the gas and drive as the rest of the cops pursue him. Halfway through, they reach a dead end.
And try to use the thunder spell, but it wasn't working. So Barley
sacrificed his vehicle.
Yeah, and it was almost like a salute moment, like.
Yeah, I honestly kind of did too. I'm a dork. Deal with it.
So once they manage to lose the cops, they
continue on to their quest and
from these statue birds.
Yeah, that point to which direction.
You know, it almost reminded me of those multiple fishes in Finding Nemo. Like, like in that direction.
Maybe. Anywho.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Sorry. Eventually they find this little tablet button thingy. They press it and they go down. Wait, no, they don't go down. There's a waterfall that they go through. Which eventually leads towards this ancient ruin. And as they go in, there is a gelatinous cube, which they manage to lose thanks to his magical prowess. Upon solving another puzzle, just like in Suburban Nights, it leads them right back where they started.
Oh yeah, it's just like that moment into Suburban Nights when everyone's like, we're critic and everyone's like, you got to be kidding me! It's right back where we started.
Yeah, and naturally Ian is annoyed by this and snaps at Barley, so he takes the remaining hours left to with what was half of his father, and eventually he learns that his brother was there for him and made him the person he is today. And so eventually he tries to make amends while Barley actually finds the Phoenix Gem, which wakes up the Stone Dragon.
Yeah, and when when that big red glowing thing grabs every equipment to form its dragon form, and reveals its face from
reveals its face from the high school.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of hilarious because earlier before that happened, the school had that big painting of a cartoon-looking dragon, which I guess kind of foreshadowed.
Yeah, and then the Manticore and the Mother catch up, and there's a battle between the Mother, Manticore, the boys, and the Stone Dragon, while Barley tries to say goodbye to his father for one final time, while
Ian distracts the dragon, but by using all of his magic he can. Yeah, and finally uses the thunder spell.
Yeah, but he loses his staff halfway. But there's a splinter that he got earlier.
A splinter earlier before using.
Yeah, so he makes his own magic staff and proceeds to fight him again. And eventually, the Mother defeats the dragon. Both
the Mother and Ian both defeated the dragon.
Yeah, there's that. And so Barley says goodbye to his father, and as the father finally fades away, and
yeah, it was a nice, very touching moment. But we kind of got through. We didn't get all.
Yeah, we didn't get teary-eyed as other movies like, say, Endgame.
Like Endgame.
So eventually, everything's fine. The Mother's boyfriend is pretty much running and has this long. Has this shoulder long hair.
Oh yeah, that was kind of hilarious. It's like, I don't need the car anymore. I'm a centaur for crying out loud.
Yeah, pretty much. And what else? Ian is pretty much a wizard and a historian now at his high school. And the Mother usually hangs out with the Manticore now. And the Manticore reopened his restaurant.
You mean her restaurant?
Yeah, her tavern with much better acclaim.
Yeah, to make herself look like a warrior once again.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, the last shot of the movie is when Ian and Barley have a brand new van and ride off with a happy ending. Well, they have it fly. Well,
yeah, pretty much.
And that was pretty much the end of the movie. No mid or post-credit scene because Pixar doesn't really have that kind of.
Yeah, and you really don't need those. Let's face it.
So yeah, I think it works as a movie on its own, and that was it.
Yeah.
And that's all we gotta say because, again, this movie was really.
Yeah, it was. It's good at a lot of Pixar stuff.
Yeah, and now there's a couple of things that we missed. Two main characters has a dragon as a pet that acts like a dog.
Yeah, pretty much.
And those unicorns.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They're and alicorns who pretty much act like raccoons.
yeah. Oh yeah, alicorns. Or was it possums?
Marsupials.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. One thing that begs the question when that the Manticore and the mother character, when they lose, sadly the vehicle gets damaged by that pixie.
Yeah.
And the Manticore, it's like, the mother's like, can you fly? I'm like, and that made me go, well, why didn't you do that before?
Well, she clearly stated that her wings weren't like they used to be.
Oh. I guess that works too. So, did we miss anything else?
I don't know.
Well, we only have like 10 more minutes or so, or...
Yeah, what else was there?
Oh yeah, that Simpsons short. Yeah. Before the movie started, there was this Simpsons short, what I was not expecting, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and surprisingly, there was no talking in it.
Yeah. Still had some of that Simpsons humor.
Yeah. because it did say that Disney now owns the rights to Fox, which we'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that for another story. For another movie we'll talk about. But we'll review. But let's get back to that funny short. Like,
yeah, yeah, I thought it was pretty clever for what it was.
But people want to know what this short's about.
Basically, Maggie finds someone who she falls in love with. It's a toddler, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's a toddler, and they were very careful with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's humor. It's not like something dark and serious, so don't worry.
Yeah, for a second I thought they were going to be talking from Homer and oh my god, what?
Marge.
Oh yeah, Marge. Like, moment when Maggie tries to take the wheels, like I thought Homer was like, Maggie, no, don't.
Yeah, and Homer's just doing it. It's like,
oh. Actually, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe this is the only part we shouldn't give anything away from this Simpsons. So
yeah, I think you should watch it for yourself for that.
So yeah, we're not gonna tell what happens. Well,
pretty much
for that one.
Yeah.
So.
Right. What else is there?
There's something we forgot to mention when we reviewed Lion King remake, but I just can't remember. But because you did tell me that what could have made the Lion King remake, but it's like what if the animals did not speak?
Yeah, I think it would have been better. Basically, make it Walking with dinosaurs, but with modern day animals.
Not The Walking Dead. I mean, not Walking Dead. Walking with Dinosaurs. So a movie.
Yeah, I know their names sound kind of similar. All right.
So yeah, what are you doing?
Nothing, just checking something out. Anywho.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but again, the movie was really good. So maybe we could talk about the trailers.
Yeah, there weren't a lot for me to be interested in. I mean, there's Artemis Fowl, which my brother read when he was a kid. I only read part of it and kind of lost interest. I mean, I might give this movie a shot.
I don't know anything about the books, but
there is a picture.
I mean, it looks. The trailer looks nice, but who knows? If the movie's good, then I might go see it. But I might wait for it to be on Disney Plus. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Also, we kind of.
One thing, since we really want a fan of the Disney remake of Lion King, the only good thing I would say, at least I got Disney Plus.
Yeah. And back to the trailers, there's also a Trolls World Tour, which I am not interested in watching whatsoever.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that from the Sonic review. And also, they showed Peter Rabbit 2 again.
Yeah, I don't get why they think this is going to be a good movie. It's Drek and people know it.
Yeah. And the first trailer we had was this movie called Connected. And I was like...
I kind of had mixed vibes on it. It was basically...
But it could be good, but... I mean, it did kind of give me a little bit of laugh in the trailer.
Yeah, but it's like a mixed... to me, it's kind of a mixed bag.
But... Who knows? I mean, for example, like, when they announced they were going to be doing an animated Spider-Man movie, I was like, maybe?
Yeah, but the more we watched it, it turns out it was going to be good, and it was good.
So, it might be the same thing for this one.
Pretty much. What else?
Okay, there was this one trailer that we forgot to mention.
Pixar's Soul. That I want to see.
Wait, I wasn't going to say about that, but yeah, Soul, that looks really promising looking.
Yep.
Because the idea, I mean, I know the whole idea when people die, they go to a new world where there's a ghost.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that with Coco, but that celebrated the whole Day of the Dead.
Yeah. I think this is pretty much being whatever you want to be.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that one's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now there's the trailer that we didn't get a chance to mention in our Sonic review, that new Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, I might give Scoob a chance.
I'm sure it'll be better than the live-action movies.
Definitely.
Because at least it looks pretty promising.
Yeah.
And I want to go with it too if you're mending kids.
Yeah.
Or you snooping kids. Wayne's World reference.
Yeah. Alright, oh boy.
Hang on, let me check the... Actually, we still have like 10 more minutes.
Oh boy. Alright.
Wow.
Alright, so, I don't know what else there is to say.
So yeah, like... But we could announce what's the next movie we're gonna go see.
New Mutants.
Yeah, our next movie is gonna be New Mutants, so stay tuned for that one. But I will say that I am a little concerned about New Mutants.
Yeah, with a lot of the postponings and with Disney's acquirement of Fox, hopefully the X-Men universe, X-Men saga, doesn't go crashing and burning.
Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't end up like another superhero movie, which I don't want to mention.
Fantastic!
Yeah. And let's hope it'll be better than Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, with we'll talk about Dark Phoenix when we review New Mutants. So
yeah. I don't know what else there is to say.
Yeah. But I mean, speaking of magic, I might have a little magic trick.
What?
Well, not really.
Huh.
I have no idea what this thing is, but it tells me it looks kind of magic looking.
It does look kind of clever, but it's like sort of an optical illusion type of thingy. Alright, so...
You're getting a little sleepy, Brock McGinnis. Look into it. Hey!
That stuff doesn't work in reality. So, since we don't have a lot to say, do enjoy this intermission. This is Brock McGinnis.
Wait, we're wrapping up already? I thought this was a movie... Your title was called Movie Review 30.
Yes, but since we don't have a lot, we might as well do an intermission.
You know,
this is Brock McGinnis.
And Dean.
Signing off, and have a good rest of your day. See you next time when we see New Mutants.
Bye.